I guess it was so easy to always say, oh, who we got today taking the ball? Andy Pettitte. You're going to miss that.
Yeah, we're definitely going to miss Andy. And not just the talent that he brought to the field, but also what he brought to the clubhouse every day. And we're going to miss the relationships that we had him. The fans are going to miss him. I mean, everyone's going to miss. And you don't ever think of someone retiring. When I first caught Andy in 1996, he was a baby. And you think that they're going to play forever. But it does happen for everyone.
What was it like catching him through not only sort of his infancy, if you will, but then, you saw him as a veteran too, and he talked about that he changed as a pitcher.
Well, the thing that I'm going to remember most about Andy Pettitte was the stare. And you knew that when he had the look in his eyes that he was going to be successful that day. And it was something special, and his determination to be great and to do everything for the team. And I think about the words that he said today. It's never been about Andy Pettitte. It's always been about the team. I mean, it would be easy for a lot of players to come back and say, we're going to just play this one more year for the money. That's not right. Andy. Andy wants to be all in, and he says he doesn't have in his heart, and we're really going to miss that.
It's funny you mentioned the stare. I wonder, while you were back there catching, did anybody ever say anything to you about it, or did you ever look up and say, we got this guy, he's intimidated?
No one really ever talked to us about it, but I could tell. I mean, you could tell when he had it that day, and it was a lot of days during the course of the season. The other thing that I'll never forget about Andy was every fourth or fifth inning, he would go have like a health bar. And he'd be on the mound cleaning his teeth while he was pitching. And I used to laugh and say, God, you didn't give me anything. I'm working just as hard as you back here. But, I mean, he is such a quality person and such a quality husband and a father. We're truly going to miss him.
Any thought on your part? I know it's, he's just retired, but that you want to have him around. You want to have him involved, teaching these young guys. I mean, continuing to rub off. He mentioned how he learned to be a better pitcher in the postseason because his years went along. He can impart that on guys.
Yeah, he's matured a lot. When I first caught him, he was basically fastball, cutter, and a little curveball. And, he's developed a sinker, and he's developed a changeup and throws his cutter on both sides. And Cash has already asked him to come and be a guest instructor this year. I asked him if he was going to be at Old Timers Day, and he kind of laughed. But, if you're retired, you're considered an Old Timers. But I'm sure we'll see Andy around. We know how much he loves being part of this and what he's meant to this organization. I'm sure we'll see him around.